We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as peace and blessings to the welders, to the house of the elect. And we are the GMS Mississippi Camp, and more broadly, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Out here once again, week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, man, and to uplift the hopefully elect of our people, man. Raise them up spiritually out of this dunghill, all right, this darkness, all right, this blind state. And now for current events, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashmal Shai, you got the Zaquan and Yashia, those the current events. Man, the things that's been going on in America, all right, it's ultimately Yahweh Bahashmal Shai. And we're going to get into how, on the left-hand side, Esau has his hand in it, all right, because they had direct energy weapons showing in Venezuela. For those earthquakes took place, there's footage of laser beams going all throughout the particular area, you know? So we know it's direct energy weapons, but we're going to get into the spirit, how it's still through Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Go ahead.
It's Psalms 135, verse 6 and 7. Whatsoever Yahweh Bashmal shall please, that he in heaven and in the earth and the seas, all the deep places, he causes the vapor to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning to the rain. He bringeth the wind out of his treasuries.
So the Most High controls the lightnings. He controls the winds. All right? Scientists can tell you what's going on, but they can't really tell you why it's happening. You know? That's the Most High, man. That's how you go blow your breath or something. Yeah, the Most High can blow his breath on this planet Earth, man. That's how you can grab your hand and splash water at somebody. You can take an existing puddle. Yep, you can take an existing puddle and then splash the water at somebody with that existing puddle. Well, Yahweh Bashmal Shai can do that through a tsunami, through a hurricane. That's how you could get a plastic bottle and twirl it, spin it, and it'll cause like a little tsunami with inside of it, man. Right? Yahweh Bashmal Shai can use the ocean. He uses his demons, his angels, to stir up the winds in the oceans, man. All right?
In the same way, somebody works in construction or on the roadways, they can use a jackhammer to break the earth up.
Oh.
To break the concrete up.
The Most High can send his angels to break up the earth through an earthquake. Make those plates twist against each other, man. You gotta go.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt visit, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquakes, and great noise, with storms and tempests, and the flame of devouring fire.
Yep. So ultimately, that's Babylon, man. Can you read it again with Bakashah?
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder.
The Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, the King of armies, man. The King of militaries, man. You're gonna be visited, man. So Babylon is being visited right now, man, with this heat dome, and people that's not used to this climate, they're dropping dead, man. Did it not say there be spirits prayers for vengeance? Did it not go into fire? All right, go ahead.
With thunder, with earthquakes, and great
earthquakes. All right? The great noises, man. This is just the beginning. These things are going to be happening when the technology fails. When the grid goes off, there's still going to be tornadoes sweeping across the states, man. There's still going to be earthquakes in the United States, man. All right? You walking somewhere and it's a power outage down the street, and you can't see shit, and you walk over a power line that's loose. Get the shit electrocuted out of you, man. Excuse my language. Go ahead.
With storms and tempests,
yep,
and the flame of devouring fire.
Devouring fire, your fire, man. All right, go ahead, other bud.
Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hell and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand.
And you're going to learn the mightiness of Yahweh Bashmal Shai through these precepts, man. You're going to know that this is Yahweh Bashmal Shai. All right? You can get an example. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. That's what do you think it means when it says he is? Or when he refers to himself as I am. All right? Nothing goes through without him knowing.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
So these bodies, these casualties, as a result of these heat domes, these earthquakes, all right, this unstable climate, it's Yahweh Bashmal Shai summoning spirits back to him. It's judgment. This is Yahweh Bashmal Shai. This is who you call God, man. All right?
That's why he is the Most High.
Yep.
He is the Creator.
Yep.
Because he can orchestrate calling you back to him.
Yep.
He can orchestrate having calamity, right? Because scripture goes into how shall there be evil in the city and the Lord hath not done it.
Yep.
And that's why the scriptures, as it's written, I the Lord doeth all these things.
Yep.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Yep. That's the great I am. He controls the good and the bad. He's responsible for the positive and the negative, man. All right? The illness.
Two more little point.
Okay.
It says the Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up.
Yep. So he's bringing low Esau. That's why he's jacking you up in his kingdom. You didn't hear about these things happening in the 50s. These are atrocious natural disasters, man. Back to back. Bridges falling and collapsing. You got to capitalize on
Hey, that's real definitely going over there in Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
and they got bodies lined up. You know, people still trapped, and they're basically crushed to death. You know, starving to death. While alive, man, it's real bad. But that proves that it's judgment ultimately. You know, even whatever Esau put his hand into to do, it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Hashem Shai. Ultimately, you know, because the Venezuelans make up one of the lost sheep of the tribes of Israel, man. One of the tribes of Israel.
The Asher.
You know? And so the Most High does what? The Most High has been executing judgment upon the 12 tribes incrementally.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, their main religion is Roman Catholicism. There's idol worshiping, man. All right?
They show like days before they're praying to like some type of god, some false deity, out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's been complaints coming from like the different citizens out there. Children been missing. So to come find out, there's a lot of human trafficking going on. Same thing that happened in Haiti during that so-called earthquake.
What the Northern Kingdom known for? Sacrifice their children to the fire.
At the end of the day, it's all judgment from Yahweh Bashim Shai. The people with the natural eye, they'll look at this as innocent children, but you gotta look at it according to the lenses of Yahweh Bashim Shai. With those particular spirits in another lifetime, or within this lifetime.
It's like an example I like to use. It's like a man committed all these crimes, right? He just committed like murder, theft. Just know anything you can listen to put him to death. But say he get in an accident and get amnesia. Is he free? Is he innocent? Is he innocent?
No,
just because he forgot?
That's right.
This Isaiah 45 and I'm starting 5. I am Yahweh Bashim Shai. There's none else. There's no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. Verse 6. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there's none beside me. I am Yahweh Bashim Shai, and there is none else. Verse 7. I formed the light. I create darkness. I made peace. I create evil. I, Yahweh Bashim Shai, do all these things.
Like I said, those atrocities, man, those are orchestrated by Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Yeah.
You know?
The old gospel song, order my steps in your way, dear Lord.
Yep.
All the steps of man are already ordained and predestined by Yahweh Hashem Shai.
Because in the proof of that, that's an example. Your DNA has a program.
Yep.
At a certain point, you're going to have a growth spurt. At a certain point, your voice is going to get deep. At some point, you're going to start looking more like your daddy.
Yep.
So if the Most High controls your DNA, how much more does he control your actual life path, man?
Exactly. Even concerning your sex,
Yep.
the X and the Y chromosomes.
The X and Y
You know,
chromosomes.
it's already predetermined whether or not the seed is going to yield forth a man child or a woman child.
Already predetermined.
Hey, what you was wrong in Isaiah 45? Yeah, I got you. It's Proverbs chapter 20 and 24. It says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
So look, the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's the director of existence. So everybody and everything is playing a role in this thing called existence, including the ladybug, the caterpillar. Their path and their life path all is ordained by Yahweh Bashim Shai. And Bavaka Shai, can you go back to Proverbs 21 and 1?
21 and 1?
Right.
Okay, Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Now you saw that in the book of Daniel, man. All right? But the king's heart, what's his heart? Is it his emotions? No, it's his mind. His mind. So the king's mind is Yahweh Bahashmal Shai's chessboard, man. The Most High, yeah, he orchestrates your mindset and your intentions.
And right here got a footnote that says channels. And when people talk about channeling their thoughts, meaning that they direct them down the thought path that they want to go down.
Hey, but you know what? They call it downloads too. Like when you get these epiphanies, you get downloads from the universe. But it's really downloads from Yahweh Bahashmal Shai.
Exactly.
You know?
It says, every way of man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts.
Yep. The Lord pondereth the hearts. That's a little.
And I got something. This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power. He will not at all acquit the wicked.
Because, you know, Esau's getting his ass for what, slavery? Then the dark stuff that he's done is slowly coming out, man. We can't read enough books about what this devil has done. You know, it's a lot of, because the thing about Esau, he's the judge, the jury, and the plaintiff. So he's not going to expose himself like that. But the Most High does send him up to expose himself. There's a lot of dark things happening in America, man.
So Esau, Edom trying to make it seem like the tribes are hateful towards one another. They kill their own kind, etc., etc. When you look at the JFK video, the driver turned around and blew his head off on national TV, and that's Esau against Esau. But he loves to point the tribes against one another. We suffer from the curses. You suffer being the wicked one.
You the devil.
You the Diablo.
Yeah.
The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
He said he has his way with the world. He controls the direction of a twister. You know how a twister got his own spirit? Like where are you going? Like he has his own path. It's he'll go this way, then go that way, then go back and run through a neighborhood. I actually know someone, the twister was like across the street from him. You know, the Most High had it set up to where like they heard it and their house was shaking, but the Most High didn't let them get killed. Precision. It was precision, man.
And because a storm chaser, one of the dangerous tasks of being a storm chaser is that the storm can change direction anytime.
Anytime.
Ain't that something? I'm on the air. You see, the Lord, he has all control of these things, so it's the Lord that's doing this, you know, that causes the flood, earthquake,
Yeah.
You know, it's the Lord. They're going to say it was nothing but the devil. Nah. Devil just worked. The devil, the so-called devil, just worked for Yahweh Shemal Shai.
Because it's time for Egypt. I'm sorry, but go ahead. It's time for Egypt to go. Egypt was getting jacked up before the Israelites left, man. You go into Wisdom of Solomon, I believe that's the 15th chapter, 16th chapter. Just, you know, I'm going over a rough summary. Egypt was getting jacked up like this, man. That's how you know this is spiritually Egypt. Right before the Israelites left, man. Almost, hey, y'all had y'all run. Egypt has had their run, man. These ain't the Leave It to Beaver happy years of America, man. All right?
All these catastrophic events, you know, we all know through the spirits all done by Yahweh Shemal Shai, but who he's working with. His left-handed vessel of dishonor. Esau Edom. That's the one's causing really all this chaos. That's why we're going to really see the left-hand side of the Most High through who? Esau Edom. That's why it says, O Syrian, divided my anger, the staff of their heads my indignation. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's really giving the controller to Esau Edom to be the wicked, tap more into his blessing on the left-hand side.
You saw that direct energy weapon, man, that laser beam going through Venezuela. It's like, shit.
Like, it was a radio tomographer. He came out like in 1980s, but he said like back in 1983, they used radio beams to go into the ground look for oil. So it's like about 30 watts. And he said like each frequency they saw on the ground, it's like a piano string. So each frequency made like a particular noise, like this natural gas here, this might be crude oil, things of that sort. And he said even with 30 watts, it still made the whole building to shake. So picture HAARP, which is this American government secret weapon, I think it has like 1 billion watts. The station at HAARP. So you already know what type of power and devastation it could do. You know what I'm saying? But who created this? Esau Edom, man.
But hey, so if a brother could hold, aside from the scripture you already have, Psalm 17:13. You know, just to back up the point. You know,
everything's coming out to him because we're saying in the end how the wicked should be revealed. Of course, Obadiah, the hidden things of Esau are being searched out. Everybody's coming out to the open in the forefront. They are accusing Esau either.
And that's up, and it happens every time something is about to expire. When someone's life is about to expire, what do they do? Confess. Old Governor Phil Bryant, who's his grandmother, you know, yeah, his great auntie or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But she had something to do with the killing, you know what I'm saying, of Emmett Till, so to speak. But she came out on her deathbed, you know. Even Esau, even in these last days, looking at Babylon the Great, all of the expose is being conducted on Babylon the Great because it's expiring. It's reaching that pinnacle of death. Right.
This book of Psalms 17 verse 13, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Which is thy sword. Esau is thy sword. How do we understand Deuteronomy 28? How do we know the Most High controls Esau? He controls the Roman Empire. He's sick. You know, he's sick of pit bull on somebody. Yeah, the Most High sick the Roman Empire on us 2,000 years ago. He sick the Roman Empire on us around the 1600s. At that time, they were known as the British, the Spaniards, the French, you know, the Portuguese, man. That's why they down there in Brazil speaking Portuguese. The Most High sick the nation on a nation, man.
Conquistadors.
The conquistadors, man.
Our people in the Netherlands will speak Dutch.
Yeah.
You know?
Most High got a nation of people that has the spirit of a damn pit bull. And he'll sick them on somebody.
He kept them in the backyard, but he always kept us in the house.
Yep, that's right.
Because we were his, but they were his,
You tell Esau?
yeah, the other nations.
Yeah. I mean, they're slaves,
Yeah.
but the scripture say elders to serve the younger. But Esau, you're the Most High's throwaway weapon, man. The vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. But the Most High sick that down Grecians on us. He sick the Romans on us, man. He sick them damn nations on us, man. But just like the owner of a dog, the Most High can say, down, boy. That's enough, boy. Or the dog is just out of control, get the gun, blow his brains
Yeah.
out.
Go cage him up.
Cage him up. Captivity, 1,000 year captivity.
It's Esau, even in these other nations.
Yep, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, the whole world for the bow to the nation of Israel, man. You know, all the nations are going to be in, and they're going to be manufacturers, all right, for the nation of Israel, man, for the elect. You know? You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
What's the smith that blow up the coals? Those scientists. And they study physics and chemistry. Now let me start making up subjects.
Yeah. Radiology.
Radiology, you know, they understand the elements. Because what did King Solomon say? Wisdom taught him the operation of the elements, but they know it on the left-hand side. So they know how to manipulate the elements to create destruction. Because they're working for the sword. They work for Esau Edom.
That's where the whole atomic bomb ideology came from.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. So, you go ahead. Stop.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy.
So the Most High created the scientists. You know, when you was little, you might have had little Lego toys you played with. Maybe you had action figures. Maybe you was somebody that played little games on the computer where you created your little civilizations.
Yeah, the Sims game.
Sims games, man, and you get to create your characters. Well, those scientists belong to Yahweh Bahashmal Shai. They were created by Yahweh Bahashmal Shai. Those physics, all right? They were created by Yahweh Bahashmal Shai. Those downloads they get, you know, like Einstein, man, the Most High was dealing with them, all right, and to get those epiphanies, to make those new atomic weapons, man. You know, to manipulate the elements, you know?
All those equations.
Yeah, E equals MC squared and shit. This nigga was in the spirit world, man.
Yeah, that's gibberish, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it
They took it and made something out of it, you know? All right?
You speak about, you said about Esau knows the elements on the left hand side. He has a thing called cloud seed, which is a weather modification, you know, tactic wheels. But I think with cloud seed, they disperse like silver iodide. It's like dry ice to the clouds. It causes like heavy rainfall and snowfall days later.
You got Elder Yashima, he may have said this 10 years ago. He was like Esau created those things clouds. Then they got on Instagram, they got it's like a plant. And they show like the clouds coming from the plant. And then traveling over the city and now it's clouds over the city. You know, you got the other part.
That's in the 2 Kings chapter 5 and verse 7. And it came to pass when the king of Israel had read the letter that he rent his clothes and said, Am I the Most High to kill and to make alive? That this man doth send unto me to recover a man of leprosy. Wherefore consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. You know, it just going to the mindset of old, on how it was understood that the Most High was the Most High. He was the most supreme one. And man could not allocate power within his might of his hand to do the things that the Most High was already ordained to do. That's why he is the Most High. He is the creator. You know, there's nobody above him. And all things that he does, he does according to his will. Right? You know, because we don't have the power, the strength, and the might. Yeah, man can put somebody to death, but man can't plague another soul. Man can't take a spirit, the spirit of the Most High from somebody. You know, man cannot instill inside of you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding according to the Most High. You know, but who does it? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right. And that's why throughout the four corners of the earth, you see the men, and then even a few sisters out there who exalt the Most High to the utmost, because he is the supreme one. And he is the one who has sent his only begotten son back to redeem us who believe on him. Right? And because the faithful are the ones that are going to be the recipients of salvation. And the faithless are going to be the ones that are the recipients of destruction. And what we're talking about. And that destruction through the spirit of power Yahweh Shem Shai is coming out is going to be orchestrated from the left-hand side by the Most High's instrument, which is Esau Edom.
And this is Isaiah 10:5, or Syrian, the modern day Syrians, Esau Edom, the rod of my anger and the staff in their hands, my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
And he's sick. He sicked them on us. He sicked the Assyrians who are the Edomites today. He sicked them on them. He said, get them, boy. You know?
To take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
You know, like the mud in the streets, man. Step upon, right? But guess what? Captain Mataza, you want to say? Yeah. All right, you got it.
And it's Isaiah 43 and 11. Isaiah 43 and 11. I am Yahweh Bashem Shai, and besides me there's no Savior. Verse 12. I have declared, I have saved, I have shown that there is no strange power among you. Therefore you are my witness, said Yahweh Bashem Shai, that I am the Most High. For this point right here. Verse 13. Yea before the day was I am he, and there's none that can deliver out of my hands, and I will work who shall let it. So basically, like, hey, when the Lord wants you, he got you. Yeah. Can't nobody save you. You can't put it on pause. This ain't no fucking final destination. You're gonna scale your judgment and not happen. The Lord wants you, he got you. You can't do a goddamn thing about it. That's it.
That's why he is to be feared. I'm sorry, bro. No, you got it. And that's why the Most High is to be feared. And with us preaching that and saying that, how do we become the bad guys?
Yeah.
What makes the truth hate speech, a hate crime, theism, etc., by just saying, man, we fear the Most High because he's capable of everything you just read. Yeah. In Isaiah, was that 43? Isaiah the 43rd chapter.
And the thing about it, and people lacking fear. And that's the problem with the world. People lost fear in Yahweh Bashem Shai. But the Lord gonna show y'all, man. Especially our people. When the money fucking crash, when the food gets scared, and let them crazy nigga out there trying to do you like in 2 15, a lot of that fear coming back, bro. All that fear coming back, right? But that's the problem with the world, man. They lost the fear of Yahweh Bashem Shai.
About to tap back into your Halashaya spirit. Terrible demon-like power.
Because, hey, look, like this, I don't know, eat him right now. Crocodile drive them off, got them off the damn beach, put them in the ocean. Goes into the open and killed
Damn,
him.
this is recent.
Yeah, recent. Crocodile.
I know you have a couple weeks ago. You had an Edomite guy on his chair. I guess it was in front of his house, and two wolves just pulled up to his backyard and dragged him out of his chair and mauled him. And Edomite woman get out the car, put the keys in the deadbolt, and the black bear rolled up and got her before she came in the house. Mauled up. Mosai, he's sick in the Egyptians. He's sick of spirits on the Egyptians. You know? You got it.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9 to 11. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make murk? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give into the hand of the slayer.
So, hey, as a matter of fact, let's get Sirach 39, there'll be spirits created for vengeance. Because the Most High, we see it through the lenses. We got those spiritual lenses on, so we understand these are spirits that's possessing these animals, that's possessing these elements, all right, that's possessing people to do atrocious things, right?
They still got the veil over their face.
Right. They can't see through. Right. So they can't see through the spirit. That's why they react carnal. They react emotionally. Now we're in this flesh and we have a certain reaction like, damn. We also perceive through the spirit it's judgment. You know? Sirach 39.
Again, Esau is that slayer. You know? He's gonna be like a madman preparing to run. And it's not just gonna be with it's not just gonna be with the gun, that's gonna be with what? Your medicines, food, all your devices he got you addicted to, you know, chemical warfare,
All of them.
all of it.
Cereal. I said, listen, man, you grew up eating cereal. You know what cereal really is? It's a grain. Outside of right. Like wheats and all that, I believe that's all classified as cereal too. I can look back into it. But really, when you say cereal, that's talking about actual staples, man.
Right.
Not Lucky Charms or Fruit Loops, man. It's Frosted Flakes. So Esau, you start your day off with poison. A Pop-Tart, Eggo waffles and bacon. Come on, man. So you start off with the poison. Like you said, he hitting you from every angle. All right, go ahead.
The Ecclesiastes, Sirach 39 and 28. But there be spirits that are created vengeance, which in the fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of the destruction, they pour out their force.
So it strokes them two wolves mauling the Edomite. That bear mauling the Edomite. That crocodile taking a couple and dragging them into the ocean, man. How come all these things are happening right now? But you didn't hear about these things happening 10 years ago.
There's been a lot of short attacks too.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah, been a lot of short attacks. Yeah.
They've been amputated Esau.
Yeah.
Oh, you get bit by a tick is over with, man.
Yep.
Yep. Get that Lyme disease.
Oh
Yeah. Doggone ticks.
yeah. And this is damn parasite attacking the cows, they say. Out there in Texas. It ain't safe, it ain't safe, it ain't safe. For the black, what he say? Yeah, it ain't safe. But you got it.
And they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
So look, and then look, you know how many mentally ill people are out here? When this grid shuts down and there's no consequences for your actions, you're gonna see a lot of psychotic people doing live unalives.
They already don't have nothing to lose.
They already don't have nothing to lose.
They already doing it right now. Then how much more downhill really breaks loose? You know? You gotta think about that. You know, this is still so-called dormancy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jake just killed two females and a 2-year-old baby. The 2-year-old baby sleep in the bed.
They said it was behind the dice game.
You know?
It was behind the dice game.
Yeah, like the Jake who got killed, or, you know, unalive, he had won the dice game and won in fair and square. So the two Jakes chased them, so the Jake ran from them, of course, so he tried to lure them not to go inside the house. The two Jakes did it anyway. So they shot the two females, they killed the little baby, shot 2 times in the arm, 2 times in the legs, 1 headshot. 2-year-old baby. You know? They said one of those Jakes was involved into that Kingston case as well. Homes.
Really?
Oh,
2017
years ago.
Yeah, 27. But you know what? Jackson finna get a heavy judgment, a speedy judgment. Because the Most High is boarding up all the businesses. Like, it's shut down before your eyes. You go down Highway 18, all the stores are boarded up next to each other, back to back to back to back. Store that you would go to last week, now it's boarded the fuck up, man. Jackson is gonna get a really, you know, all Jake, man. But it's something about Jackson, man.
It's ranked #1 now.
Murder capital.
Per capita.
Hey, y'all crazy thing about it, anytime dice game, apartment complex I could, right? One of Mingo sending cops over there, right? He's over a dice game. 2 dudes try to rob this one guy. He shot both of them. They killed both of them too. Over a fucking dice game, bro.
Spirits of vengeance. Hey, keep reading on down on that one. Really going to it, that's really Yahweh Shai. He has control within the spiritual realm.
Yeah,
Even by the Heavenly
too.
Father Yahweh,
Yeah.
you know? We say in Colossians 1:16 how for him all things were created, roughly paraphrasing.
It was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That was like invisible, visible on earth. It goes to principalities, things of that sort. Those are living spirits.
Man, you had a bungee jumping so-called incident where these 2 Asherites was helping this girl. They was gonna push out the cliff. She was bungee jumping, but it wasn't connected to him.
She was upside down.
She was upside down.
People was recording the whole time.
She was
Splat.
Nobody notified her or the staff that, hey, she's not booked, you know. Shit crazy.
The air balloon happened in Brazil too. The air balloon went up there, the whole film up there. They all died.
Everybody died.
The woman jumped out there.
Yeah, I saw you tumbling. You doing
Jumped out.
cartwheels out there.
Yeah,
You see that?
2 weeks. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. So they jumped out. They like 5.
None of them survived.
You know?
No.
Hey, you know what that means though? We gotta get spiritually tight. You know, every camp is like a little Jerusalem. You know, in your own household, have your own personal routine to keep you tied in with your Yahweh Bashmal Shai. So the stronger we bond with your Yahweh Bashmal Shai, and the stronger that judgment is, we'll be protected. I believe
Like the spiritual regimen.
it's a spiritual regimen for sure.
Crazy shit happening. I mean,
Just like you protect yourself. I think you want 28 through 30.
All right. Let me start back over.
Yep. All right.
This is Sirach 39:28. There be vengeance that are created for so there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the
There are
time
spirits that are created for goodness. The Most High actually created spirits that's going to come down on the planet Earth. They're going to possess the animal, possess the person, manifest in the form of fire.
A vehicle,
Yeah, I was just
vehicle,
thinking,
a tree,
Yep.
a building collapsing.
Yep. It's a spirit.
Like that movie Leave the World Behind, they show those Teslas.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they
yeah.
had spirits on them.
Yeah.
These
right.
vehicles they made up of elements. The Most High control the elements.
And they're already pre-programmed to perform in a certain fashion. So when they perform against that fashion, it just proves that it's the dynamic of the Most High intervening.
at the time of destruction, they pour out their force, appease the wrath of him that made them.
So when you do wickedly and the Most High judge you, man, that gruesome death, that appeases your Yahweh Bashmal
It's
Shai.
like a sweet savor to his nostrils.
It's like that.
Like 9/11.
Yeah. Sacrifice. All those spirits going back to Yahweh Bashmal Shai. You know?
All the spirits.
Father of spirits.
All right, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these are created for vengeance. Verse 39. Beat, it's like teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and a sword punishing the wicked into destruction.
Yes.
Verse 31. They should rejoice in the commandments they have. They should rejoice in his commandments.
They should be just like his commandments. So the angels on the left hand side and the right hand side, they want to do all they can to appease the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They're going to go all out with it with these final destination type of judgments.
There should be a rate upon the earth when his need is. And when their times come, they should not transgress his words. Exactly what I said.
That's right.
They ain't bugging up to him. No, you gonna do that. And that's how it is.
They get excited off doing the will of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. Angels get excited when doing the will of Yahweh Bashmal Shai. know.
Yeah, when Bruce Salah brought out that Ezekiel 21, I think, about the Slayer. It's Revelation 6 and 4 in NLT. Then another horse appeared, a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and authority to take peace from the earth. That's Esau Edom. Like we go into about the sword, it comes into many fashions and forms. You know, there's many different type of entities that it can come into. You know, cars, biological warfare, famine, you know, any things of that sort. And it says that there was war and slaughter everywhere. It's going to like Esau Edom said, horse, it said riding upon a horse is going to cause great slaughter. But he knows that he has but a short time. You got to think about what Esau, by him being a corner being, he's not going to play fair with the people. You know, he's going to go all out, even if it accounts and take his own people out the way.
He doesn't mind. Because he looks at the regular Americans like they're loyal people, whether they're Edomites or not.
I saw this comedy special with Cat Williams. He said he went to a Illuminati meeting. He came back to tell everybody what happened. He said what he realized was that they hate me and you. They hate everybody but them.
Yep.
You know. But you know, he was saying in the comedic way, but it shows you that there is a distinction between the elites and the Goyim.
Yeah.
You know, because the prophet Edomites still think that just because of their status in life that they are accepted by the elites, but they're not.
They're not. And they're realizing that because the average Edomite is in a financial crisis.
Yep.
You know, they're losing their shit. I mean, their family's not intact.
They're getting the C-19, you know, so they're getting taken out. They're getting crucified. They're losing their job.
You know? They giving plasma for money. You know?
Just
Amen.
make a better beat. We had that whistleblower, Aaron Russo, years ago, an interview with Alex Jones. He met Nick Rockefeller, and he was going into like things that he was going to do in the future. And so Aaron Russo had like a passionate spirit and compassionate spirit. So he was like, "Why you gonna do this to these people?" He was like, "Why do you care? Just worry about your family." And that's how they think. They have a ruling class mentality, but it's on the left hand side.
It's very sociopathic, psychopathic. Because, you know, King David didn't rule like that. You know, it was about the whole nation of Israel. Right. You know? But it tells you in the scriptures how the lords of the Gentiles, they rule over them like that.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrase.
Hey, but you see why the prophets of old, especially like Jeremiah, for example, like he was very compassionate for our people in those first few chapters of Jeremiah. You got to like the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th chapter, you saw from curses.
Yeah.
So they think wives be widows, you know, childless, things of that sort. You know?
And you see it manifesting with the condition of Jacob.
I see why Apostle Gabar always say, man, like you can't really worry about the majority of our people, man. It's not ready for them to make it out, you know, make it into the book of their life.
And then they say, stop worrying about them.
That's it.
Stop worrying about them.
Yeah, we told him that the ancient Uriel, you know. I think we had gone through a couple times. You got to be concerned about those that are like-minded as thee. You know, even prophet Elijah, go up that bald head, go up that bald head. He called them she-bears out the
Flower.
Was it Elisha? Okay, kind of select.
He prayed.
Yep.
No, them she-bears.
She-bear. Oh, that great was talking
Yeah, the
about.
black bear. No, and there's several attacks. Like nature is turning against the people.
Yeah.
You know?
And people don't know we even got black bears here in Mississippi.
Right.
You know, there was this one encounter of one jumping over an Edomite fence. You know, but they went out there and started hollering, screaming, and jumped back over and back into the woods. And we got panthers and everything.
Coyotes too.
Coyotes. A lot of wildlife. So the book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
You want to expand on that?
The Lord hath made all things for himself. And that's really a key point right there. Because everything that the Most High has created, he created for a purpose.
Yeah.
But people don't understand the purpose of the Lord. And that's why the scripture says that my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither your ways my ways. Because everything that he created according to what he had in mind. We try to put it inside of what we think the use is for.
Yeah.
And even continuing on, it says, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So you mean to tell me that the Most High got wicked spirits out here to do his will and to do his bidding? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
As it is written, vengeance is mine, thus said Yahweh Bashem Hawashai. So how can vengeance be his unless he's orchestrating all of it?
If I may add a point, they say like a lot of communities, they got their own personal mafia. Like they say the Amish got their mafia, you know what I mean? Or the Italians, they got their mafia. But basically, it's people that's in the leadership position that can unalive you, but basically they're regulating. They're maintaining their community, they're protecting them.
It's like counselors.
It's like counselors. Well, like how we in the HOA, we had elders. So if somebody is a weed of society, it gets thrown the fuck out. So the Most High got that on a national level.
And even with the tribes that are on the reservations, they have their
sovereign. They got their sovereignty.
They got their sovereignty, and then they have the leaders that make the decisions of the governing fashion of the chiefs. You know,
And like Elder Pastor Kai said, whatever happens amongst whatever the chief say, the U.S. government ain't got nothing to do with it. So they can unalive you. You know?
So it's a passion like it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, it's a brotherhood. Mafia goes back to family.
everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
So yeah, you could create this environment or this fantasy that everybody's going to get along and it's going to have a new world order and everybody's going to be this hyper individual. It's not going to be about race. It's not going to be about sexual orientation. It's going to be love. No, this is time of judgment. And Esau has to get judged for what he's done, man. And he wants to downplay your existence like nothing's going to happen for the things that he's done to the 12 tribes, man. He gaslights us and makes us think we're not important. Meanwhile, all these things are happening because he's done all these things, man.
And because when you have casualties of war, and that country becomes invaded, and you throw your hands up, like, I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're, so you're causing havoc on our land. I don't know why you attacked us. Oh, you got my people.
Yeah.
You kidnapped, you know what I'm saying? You kidnapped such and such. That's why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Oh, I didn't know that they did that. You know? But that's how we are in the land of our captivity underneath our oppressors. We are casualties of war, technically. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit. So everything that the Most High is handing down, Esau Edom is still holding his hands. So like, I don't know why. I don't know why they're like this, and I don't know why you're angry.
That's Esau. That's Esau.
That's why his name is an accuser
Of thy brother.
And then Esau. I don't know why they're like this and why you're angry.
Products of plantation Christianity want to hold on to Esau, try to save him, deliver him. We just read through the spirit that he's a slayer. He was given this sword on the left hand side. He's going to come against a hypocritical nation, speaking about the 2/3 of our people. So you're not going to go unpunished. Are you going to be tag team with Esau Edom? So therefore you're going to receive the same judgment fate as him.
You plead unto Sodom and Egypt, now you're going to get destroyed along with Sodom and Egypt. You're coming into the second chapter. He's a lot closer.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 29. There are two sparrows sold. Are there not two sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father?
So the Most High, that's the scripture. The Most High, He sanctioned all deaths, man.
That's right.
All births are of Yahweh B'Hashmoshai, and all deaths are of Yahweh B'Hashmoshai. Right. Your baby came out the womb alive, those are Yahweh B'Hashmoshai. Baby didn't make it out the womb, those are Yahweh B'Hashmoshai. Alright, you made it to work this morning, those are Yahweh B'Hashmoshai. Your ass died before you made it home, Yahweh B'Hashmoshai. Even to the infinitesimal thing like a fucking bird, man, a small bird. A fucking beetle. If you made a mistake and stepped on a beetle, didn't even know you stepped on it, man, the Most High summoned his death.
And
You know?
that's what people don't understand. That right there, like Most High control everything. He do everything. And that churches don't teach people that, man.
Right.
They don't teach people that at all, man. Brother just said people never heard that before in their life at all. But that's how the Lord get down.
I got a quick before you finish over the law. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, and verse 8. And employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returneth to the same, out of the which he was taken. when his life, which was lent him, shall be demanded.
It was lent.
It was lent.
It was a rental car.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You gotta take this back.
Take it back.
This ain't yours, man.
And if you don't take it back, they put an APV out on it, and that tow truck with that little nice little T-shape on the back, he come by and pick it up while you in the store in the house. You know? But the point is that it was lent. So we are not our own, we are not ourselves.
Hey, we're gonna get the phone with you first.
Yeah, I get this. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and 1, in GNT. Your immortal spirit is in every one of them. And so you gently correct those who sin against you. You remind them of what they are doing and warn them about it so that they may abandon their evil ways and put their trust in you, Lord Yahweh.
Your incorruptible spirit is in all things. What translation is that?
Of the GNT.
Your immortal, what did it say?
Your immortal spirit is in every one of them.
Yeah, because, hey, so the Most High, he put the spirit in you, he can take the spirit out of you, man. That'll bring you that spirit.
Yep. I got one thing real quick, but that now they brought the mind on how the spirit doesn't die.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
So
immortal spirit.
the immortal spirit, the body dies, but the spirit goes back to Yahweh Shema Shah.
Hey,
What is this? Go ahead, bro.
Like my dad always say, back in the day, I walked in the world, I can take you out. My day said,
And that's your earthly father.
yeah.
How much more does the heavenly
That's
father?
right, yeah.
Because where did they get that saying from, man? And the spirit, they get that from Yahweh
Yeah,
Shai. You know?
Exactly. Why? Because the Most High is the creator, and a man on earth, he created you from his loins.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
So he takes on possession of you because you came of him or from him.
Father, spirit.
Exactly. Come to close with this one. This Isaiah 43:7. I don't know if you got it earlier or not, but it's a good one. It says, even everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory, I have formed him, yea, I have made him.
Everybody, right? You know? But this all the judgment, all the atrocities that you see, and that we are going to see, right? We know that it's a judgment of Yahweh Shai. And it gives us peace in our souls, man. It gives us peace knowing that it's not some mysterious, unfortunate event that just so happens to be heavily intense, man. We know it's of Yahweh Shai. Alright? And hey, that's why I says wisdom and knowledge gives us a little time, that time.
Everybody else will be perplexed.
Yep.
State of great confusion.
Right.
All the elect will be stable in that mindset of Yahweh Shema Shah. We know exactly what's going on and why it has to happen. God's going to fulfill the entire biblical prophecies at the end of the day.
And so with that, the edification was given unto you by honor glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim HaKadosh. We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Peace and blessings. Health and abundance to the house of David the elect. Baba Baba. From Yahshua. Shalom.
Shalom.